Hey, cards. Uh-oh, it's not showing up on here. What you doing? Why ain't it showing up? The messages. There it goes. Did you have a good Sunday? Me neither. I do it as little as possible. I think that's how we should all spend Sunday. Take a rest. And Saturday's pre-rest. Especially if you're like most people work during the week, so you deserve a break on the weekend. Oh, Dan brought Pop-Tarts. I got me some more watermelon today, and I have that Italian sweet cream coffee creamer that I pour on top of it, and I ate a bowl of it today. Pop-Tarts rule. I knew there was one flipped over. Let me go back to it. I don't know how I get them flipped over. The King of Swords was flipped over. Yeah, what flavor Pop-Tarts, Dan? We need to know these things. I love me a good strawberry Pop-Tart, but it has to have the frosting on it. Because why would you want a Pop-Tart with no frosting? It just looks like they didn't finish the Pop-Tart. Swatty. Hey, can I ask if A is into me really? Even though we see each other for a few times a month. Strawberry and a couple cinnamon. That sounds good to me. Always got to heat them up too. Hey, Fiona. If you heat them up too long, they get all like chewy, but just heat them up like the perfect temperature, then you're good to go. Can't put subscribers mode on because I used the iPad today. So we might have some randos in here today. Alright, Swatty, I'm about to do yours. Can you ask if A is into you really? Yes or no? Is A into you really? I'm doing it, Swatty. I'm doing it. Simmer down. Is A into you really? Well, damn. 6 of Cups. Eight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed. They are into you when they're around you, like they have interest in you, but they're not willing to put the work in for a relationship. Eight of Pentacles reversed. They're not willing to put the work in. Six of Cups. When they see you, it brightens their spirits, right? Five of Pentacles reversed, but they're not willing to put the work in for an actual commitment. Hola, Lucky. Fiona said she was never a fan of Pop-Tarts. I always break the crust off of them, like the edges, and then just eat the rest. I don't know where Mark is today. He wasn't live. I looked before I came on here. He must be busy today with his family. I was working on my Excel. I remember you and Tanya. You had Excel going. Yeah. So you're on Tanya's side, Lucky. I love pizza crust when you get the stuffed crust pizza. The kids, like my son always says something about it because I'll like take the crust off and eat it and leave the pizza in the box. I know that's weird. Usually people eat it the other way. But if I get stuffed crust, I like to eat the crust off the pizza. Because it has cheese in it. Stuffed crust is good. That's my favorite one. Get like stuffed crust super supreme. All the things on it. Y'all gonna make me hungry. That's right, Dan. It's a Scorpio thing. Leave the pizza, eat the crust. And if anybody wants a free yes or no, y'all can have one. I just don't advertise them anymore. I know I say that every time, but it just seems like it's more peaceful. Thank you, Liz. You can post your question. There's Miss Bikini. Did you have a good day, Miss Bikini? Oh, that's okay. You good. I'm good. How you been? I hadn't seen you in a while. How do you have a major in high school, Fiona? They let you have a major in high school? That sounds cool. So you could like be prepared for like life a little bit. Today was a bust. Yesterday was a bust. Sometimes weekends are like that, but at least I have food to eat for the week. That's right, Miss Bikini. I went and got food today too. What do my spirit guides need me to know, says Liz. Alright, I'm changing decks. This one don't feel like the one we need to use. We use Trusty Dusty Rider-Waite. Oh, we all had to have a specialization. And my sister's was home economics. I just think that's cool to give high school students that option. We have a very small school, so yeah. Five of Cups wanted to come out, but I'm putting it back. Miss Bikini, you are ready for the week. If you got TV dinners and aloe water, you ready. I've rubbed off on you successfully. Hey Alice, I'm good. How are you, baby? Alright, what does Liz's spirit guides need her to know? And see, you learned how to type through that, so now you can use that as a skill on your resume. That's pretty cool. know why, but I'm going to pull the Oracle card first, Liz. And then we're going to pull a spread. I'm going to give you like a couple of these, and then we're going to pull your tarot. I don't know why. I guess I got a random hair at my butt. Lucky was using Excel today and thought of me and you, Miss Bikini. All right, you got number 20, and it says beauty. Beauty in the eye of the beholder, you know. All right, let's see what else you got. Number 35, and it says change. So you got a 2, 20 breaking down to a 2, 35 breaking down to an 8, which signifies a 10. So there's something about a cycle here, and creation is on the bottom. So you could be ending some cycle in your life or beginning a new one in some area. And it's all something you're subconsciously creating on your own, whether you realize it or not. It looks positive, the creation card, and abundance is under that. So some kind of cycle. It could be as simple as new habits you are implementing, new way of thinking, new ideas you want to implement, action you're putting in to a plan you have, something like that. Whatever it is, if you put the work in, it's going to create some positive changes with beauty and change. So whatever this thing is, like if you get some ideas and you put the persistent effort into it, it's going to create some good outcomes. All right, what does Leah's need to get from her spirit guides? I just thought of something. Mark might be doing his DJ thing. Alright, well, the Emperor and the Empress came out, which shows me some sort of level up or balance. It came out to get, not together, but in the same spread, with the Page of Pentacles. So this can be something like, especially with the change and the creation, something that you have an idea about. The only thing is for you to put energy into this thing, it's going to require you to be busy because you already have enough priorities. This is just going to be one more thing on the list. I feel like this Lover's card signifies spirit. It looks like an angel. I have to cover up the naked people, right? But I feel like that if you put the effort into this, whatever it is, spirit is going to help usher it along. Lover's card in the Chariot. So I'll cover that up and show you. Lover's card in the Chariot. If you even put the Page of Pentacles into this. So this doesn't require 50 hours a week. This is something that if you get an idea, some way to level up your life, something you want to work on that's going to help level you up, and you put the work into it, as a Page of Pentacles, so it's not that much work, but you have to be consistent with it. It's going to require you to be busier than normal. I feel like Spirit is going to help usher it along. Also, if this thing takes off, the main obstacle or challenge you're going to have, and if this is something you're already doing, it could be with your job. a level up at your job, or it could be a side hustle you're doing, or a project you're working on, something like that. The only thing that could possibly hold you back is if someone in your reality tries to keep you into the spot you are, tower reversed. So if this is someone at your job that wants you to stay in the position you're in, it's like they don't want you to see what you're capable of with this new Page of Pentacles. And it's going to make you feel kind of like a victim because you're almost feeling like they're pulling you back. It's not something that's fair either. It's nothing to be fearful of. It's just something that they're the King of Swords reversed. So they kind of are selfish. So they look out for themselves. And if you put in the effort you need as the Page of Pentacles, I feel like Spirit will help usher it along. Even though it's going to require you to be busy in some way. But the thing is, there's someone else here, King of Swords reversed, that might try to hold you down. Don't be scared to branch out. That's true. But if you branch out, you might have some resistance or some pushback from whoever this represents in your life. I want to give you an example, but it don't have to be this. It's the only thing I can think of. So let's say you work 35 hours a week at your job and you do everything great there. You have a good relationship with everyone. And then you start a side business. And you start putting in like 10 hours a week with it. This person, I'm just giving you an example of this energy. So this would be like your boss, and they recognize that it's starting to take off. They recognize that it's starting to grow and become abundant as you're putting in your 10 hours a week. They see that you're starting to move forward with the help of Spirit, and they try to tell you that this plan is not something that's going to work long term. This is something that is a short-lived idea, and try to put fear or doubt in for yourself in you to get you to kind of like say this is a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though that's probably not true, it's just a reflection of their own insecurities, wanting you to keep you where you are. So it don't necessarily have to be your boss, but it's that kind of energy. That's the only thing that I would say, like, keep your radar on for. Even if this is a family member or something, if you try something new and it starts to take off a little bit, this person might try to tell you the reasons why it doesn't work. But all that is a manifestation of their own limiting beliefs. So it's really what they see about themselves. It don't have anything to do with you. Because to them, whoever this is, they look at you getting this Page of Pentacles off the ground as like a tower, right? So they want to avoid that. So how would they do that? Well, they would tell you all the negative qualities with this. They would tell you this is wasting your time. Putting your effort in is pointless, justice reversed. And then it's going to make you start to doubt yourself. 9 of Wands. I want to see what is the outcome of the Page of Pentacles. Like, if you work on this, what is the outcome for it? Like, if you put your best effort in, whatever this is, it's a project or an idea or something, creation. It's something that's coming from inside of you. You need to work on this thing. Alex! I want to see what that is. The Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. I put it back because it almost fell off the table. What is the outcome of the Page of Pentacles? This represents some sort of level up, Liz, in some way. Whether it's your time being free, your money being more, something like that. Contract for my work, or if it has to do with my art. Hold on, let me see what you said. So just listen, but don't take it literal and ignore that and keep it moving with my goals. Yes, because whoever this is probably going to try and even if they don't consciously think, oh, I'm going to take Liz down, I have bad intentions for Liz. It may not be that. It may just be that this person has their own limiting beliefs. And so as a result of that, they're going to tell you the reasons why it won't work. Because they let their ego lead the way when it comes to their own life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to use a different deck and ask for the outcome. And then I'm going to ask if it's work related. I want to lean towards your art because it's got creation at the bottom of the deck. Let me see what you said. I do think about what it can be. I do know I'm looking for ways to elevate in my career and financial too. Okay. So we're going to see if it's art or work. But I'm going to ask for the outcome first. Long time no see, Alex. All right, what's the outcome of this Page of Pentacles? The Death card, which is a lot of transformation energy, and it's a slow process. There's that, a while ago the King of Swords reverse came out. There's the Queen of Swords reverse. So how you'll know this is about to kick off, this sounds bad, but it showed up in both decks. That's that same person. You're going to have resistance in your reality for this. Whether it's a promotion or if it's your art. Once it's starting to get ready to really kick up a notch, make more money, give you more free time. Once the fruit is starting to, you're starting to bear fruit from this thing, someone is going to try and deter you on the path because it came out in both decks. It makes me feel better that it came out like that because I'm like, what could that be? It has to be a person outside of you that could instill doubt or fear in you for doing the thing. Four of Swords, Death card. Seven of Swords reverse, Six of Cups. So it's something that really helps with your inner child. It brings that out. So I'm still leaning towards the art because the Six of Cups came out. Eight of Cups reverse. That's about you being persistent, consistent, putting in the Page of Pentacles effort. Don't burn yourself out from doing it. Two of Wands reversed. I feel like it's going to ultimately change your path in some way, whatever this is. So the way that could look, Liz, if it's your work, it could change the location you work. It could change the salary you make. It could change the office you're in or the people you're around. Or the art could change your daily schedule because now you have enough freedom to work on different days than what you were working before. Something like that is the outcome of this thing blooming. It's a change of what your normal day-to-day is in some way. It's going to affect that in a positive way. The Sun reversed, so I don't feel like this is like, I don't feel like you're in the middle of it, of this change yet. But the World, again, a level up. So you got the Emperor, the Empress, and the World. The Death card is about an ultimate change. So it could kick off. This is off the top of my head, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, so I know that's in November. So November could be significant. If not, it's just going to be a slow, gradual change in your day-to-day. World card with the Death. And the Two of Wands reversed for me is always like a detour or a new direction in your life path. So with that coming out, and then here is Spirit helping this along, I feel like you'll be good, but there's going to be resistance from someone. And I want to ask just for fun to see if I can figure out, is this work related or art related? We'll do like the mini deck and I'll just see. Because creation makes me feel like it's art related. But I don't know. We didn't get the Eight of Pentacles out here. And we got beauty. You know what I'm saying? This feels artistic to me. Beauty and creation, and then change. This is an ultimate, like a noticeable change in your day-to-day, whatever this is. All right, let me see if I can put these back, and then we're going to use the little bitty deck. What'd you say, Alex? You're learning tarot too? Does a card reverse mean it's opposite? So Alex, just because you're learning tarot, I'm going to start doing it again. You need to go to my channel and look at all my shorts. I started at the beginning of the deck. I use the Rider-Waite deck, and I do the upright and the reversal. I do a short for the upright and a short for the reversal. I haven't gotten very far into the deck because I am a procrastinator and I fell off, but I'm going to start doing it again. I'm going to see where I left off in the tarot deck, and I'll start back up there. And then you'll have like a short, sweet, to the point kind of way to learn what it means. Of course, all the cards have multiple meanings, but I feel like most of it is just learning like an overview and then using your intuition as you go along. But you should check out my shorts. Alright, Liz, I'm going to do like 3 or 4 cards around art and 3 or 4 around work. And then we're going to see which one is it talking about. I don't normally read these reversed, I don't think, because they're so little. It's hard to shuffle these. So we're just going to take all these upright. This is the little bitty deck. The full card. All right, we on the art. So full card. Temperance card. That's Spirit again showing up with the Empress. Remember, you got the Empress a while ago. That's about the abundance coming in a spiritual way. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's see what comes out with work before I open my mouth. But I feel like what we were just talking about in the first spread was related to your art. I feel like that is what, Spirit is saying. If you put that Page of Pentacles in, it's going to light your fire as the Knight of Wands. And the Chariot comes in and helps you along. Temperance is divine intervention angel for me. I know it's Sagittarius energy, but it's also, look at the card itself. That's a spiritual looking card, right? And then the Empress is bringing you that abundance. But it's going to be out of your comfort zone a little bit as it grows with the Fool energy. Let's check your work. Oh, this little deck, Miss Bikini sent it to me, Alex. I probably have the box somewhere. Just search like mini tarot deck, and you should be able to see them that way. I wish I knew the name of it. I love this little deck. I always use it to clarify stuff. Alright, Liz's work. Give us 4 cards, please, and thank you for Liz's work. Hermit reversed. Oh wait, we're not doing reversals. Hermit upright. 6 of Swords in the upright. 2 of Cups. 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords. 10 of Swords is at the bottom. So it feels pretty clear to me. Even if this is a year, a couple years, ultimately this takes you 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be immediately. The 6 of Swords says you're probably going to move forward from whatever you're doing currently, from whatever you're trying to move up to, or promotion-wise or whatever. And even if you stay at this job, you're going to have noticeable abundance in the area of your art, or something with that vibration to it. Something that's in that realm. That's what Spirit is helping you with. To me, in my opinion, art is like a form of channeling. Anything we do that's like in that realm, you know what I mean? Even this, even reading cards is kind of like channeling. Coloring in a coloring book if you enjoy it. Painting, anything like artistic vibes. That's what I feel like it's going towards. Because when I asked about work, You got the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords when it comes to the reading I pulled. So I think this is something related to artistic things. And it's going to bring you some sort of abundance if you put the effort into it. All right, let's see what you said. So what I'm hearing is stay in my... And honestly, if you do get a promotion at work and you do make more money, that's fine, but I would never give up on whatever it is that you have in your life that's related to art, because it looks like it could bring you some abundance and happiness. Stay in my current job. It will be abundant if I stay there because I can focus on art, which will bring me a lot of abundance and joy and possibly money. Yes, you got it. But the art could possibly bring you some money because the Empress is here. Because if we... What? Okay. Because honestly, if we focus on what we love and providing value to people in some way, I feel like the money's a side effect, you know? And that's what this feels like. Stay at your job, but also focus on your art, because not only is it going to bring you happiness, but it could also bring you money. And I feel like you're not coming from a place of doing it just for the money, which that's what makes it bring the money, honestly. Yes, Fiona, Miss Bikini. Do you know the name of it, Fiona? Because Alex asked me what the name of it was, and I don't have the box right here. I have the box somewhere. I hope that made sense, Liz.
I don't know what's available to
Well, go get my makeup bag. I got $50 in cash. Oh, you want to check, don't you?
Well, I don't know. I said 47 is above.
$47?
Yeah, you feel like 15.
I know I got, sorry y'all, un momento, I gotta pay for Beta Club. I know I got $50, there it is. Do you got some ones you can change me out?
Yeah, don't you got my wallet in there?
Yeah.
You got my Jones?
Mm-hmm. Go get me a Ziploc bag to put the money in so you don't lose it at school. I'm gonna give her some money for Beta Club, and then I'll be back to y'all. Alright, I'm just gonna short myself $1 and take these 4 ones and give you this 5 because I need some ones to make it 47. You see what I did?
No.
I gave you a 5 and I took 4 of your dollar bills.
Okay.
I took 4 ones and gave you a 5. So you made $1 off me. Alright, so 20, 45,
6, 7.
46, 47. So I'm left with $2.
6, 7.
The struggle is real.
Girl, you get paid. You know, like.
I just don't ever have cash.
You get like the cash app and the debit card and stuff.
Alright, there you go.
Just all handed
Do
out.
I need to sign something?
I don't have it. So.
Alright, just put the money in there then. And don't
But
lose
if I get
it.
the paper tomorrow and then I turn it in tomorrow, then it'll be exactly what it is.
Alright, just don't lose the $47.
I thought I lost $5.
Too poor to pay it twice.
I was about to cry because I lost $5, but I didn't lose it, so it's okay.
Yeah. Alright, let me see what Liz said. Liz, did that make sense? You tell them it's your stripper money, Dan? I cannot see. I feel like an old person. Usually I use the iPad and I can see y'all's messages from far away. But on this phone, I have to be like, Miss Bikini said that's all she totes is her stripper money. You be ready, Miss Bikini. And Alex, if you want a free yes or no question, I saw you ask me if you can ask. You can have a free yes or no question, or you can have some oracle cards. Anybody that's in here can have that for free. I just stopped advertising it so that it wouldn't bombard the chat room, and it'll be like more peaceful for the people that hang out in here. Chunk and Dale's big husky men in thongs. I would pass out if I had to witness that. You got Lucky cackling over there, Dan. Oracle, so I have these with the numbers on them, and they have words and pictures. And this is the fun one. It's just this one. This is like a moon phase oracle deck. It's blue. And this one is just like happy feelings. I don't know what the name of it is. It's right here. Pixiekins is some kind of inspiration deck. It's so cute. Which one you want, Fiona? Do you want the moon one? Or do you want the inspiration one? In some red Speedos. Lord. Y'all so funny. Y'all be having y'all's own conversation. Alright, inspiration. Let's see what she gets. Alright. We're going to give Fiona some inspiration. And one day this week, I'm going to try to get me some pictures of that cafe for you. Alright, Alex, you got it. I love this little moon deck too. It's a good oracle deck. Mark has some good oracle decks. I have more because Miss Bikini sent me a whole box, but I haven't went through the box like I should. Like I went through them on here to show everyone, and then when I moved, I just get my favorite ones out. You're very welcome, Fiona. All right, this one says, "Get your magic on." She's cute. She looks like a fall October vibe. Get your magic on. Do things you enjoy, basically. And Miss Bikini, if you want one after Alex, you just let me know. Being weird. We always get this one in here. I think it fits our vibe. Being weird is a side effect of being awesome. That means if people around you call you weird or ever act like they think you're weird, it's just because you're being your authentic self and you need to embrace that. Alright, let's give you one more. A day filled with laughter is a day well spent. That's basically laughter is the best medicine. And what's on the bottom? The friends we meet along the way help us appreciate the journey. Y'all are the closest thing I have to friends, so y'all can be my friends I meet along the way, even if it's just through the screen. Alright? Alright, Miss Bikini, you want the moon one or the inspiration one? Alright, Alex, let's see what you get. Hey, I do that sometimes, Dan. You welcome, Fiona. I be getting random ass hiccups too. And they're very loud. Alright, you want moon too? Alrighty. We'll give Miss Bikini the moon too. She said, if you have time. That's what she always says. Mark be picking at her about it. Alright, Alex, you got the number 25 and it says resistance. For me, this is about growth through trials, okay? So that could be like the era you're in currently. You see how this person has a fist and it's clenched and there's like plants growing up through the knuckles? think about, like I've seen them at the grocery store before, in the parking lot, there'll be a crack in the sidewalk, and you'll see like a flower has grown up through the crack in the sidewalk. That's an example of this energy. This is saying that you are growing through whatever you're going through. You're growing through what you're going through, basically, right? So, and it's a very spiritual thing too, because 25 breaks down to a 7. So this is about spiritual growth. It's not always fun when you grow spiritually. It sounds fun until you're actually experiencing it, right? So the bottom of the deck is number 15, and it says action. So this is about you taking the steps. Whenever you get ideas or downloads or whatever you call it, take action on those things and do it consistently, even when you're not seeing immediate results in the 3D world. Because the thing is, you're growing through whatever you're going through right now. So you just have to do that and be patient and have faith that what you're doing is going to get you where you need to go. So try to work on taking persistent and consistent action, whether it's new habits, ideas, whatever it is. And after time has lapsed, you are going to see a result of some sort. And spiritually, you're going to be growing and evolving through it, even if it's not fun every day. So that's what I got, Alex. You got a 6 and a 7. 6 is about balance, so don't burn yourself out with action. Find a balance when it comes to taking action. Don't feel guilty when you take breaks either. Taylor Fiona. Alright, Miss Bikini, you're like, I don't want this card. Put that back in the deck and give me something else. You got the number 26 breaking down to an 8, which is saying there's going to be movement. There's like already movement that you don't even recognize, and your job is to surrender. So surrender what you can't change, work on the things you can control, and let the other part just kind of work itself out like an infinity symbol. That's spirit making the moves that you don't even have to acknowledge or know about. You just surrender and ride the wave. Because think of the 8 of Wands or the infinity symbol on the magician's forehead. You got it, Alex. That's exactly right. It's helping you grow spiritually. That's spirit forging you in the fire. All right, the bottom deck, you got acceptance, the number 4, Miss Bikini. So yours is just about like letting whatever the situation is be. Surrender and acceptance. I know it's a lot easier said than done when you try to do that, because it actually takes not that much effort on your side, like as far as making things happen. Just sit in your feminine energy. When it's time to take action, because you can control something, do that. And the stuff that's out of your hands, just kind of let it do what it does. See, there you go. And even under that, you got blossoming. But I feel like this is like the number 4 can be about grounded stability. So Spirit's got you. You just got to accept where you are, surrender to the process, and don't try to force anything if it's out of your control. Hey, Marky, I looked for you live early before I came on here. I didn't see you, so I figured you might be doing your DJ stuff or hanging out with your family. Me too, Miss Bikini. I stay in my own way too. That's true, Fiona. Lucky said, Marky Mark in the house. It's like lunchtime for Lucky, or well, it's like morning time, I think, because it's 9:55, so it's like mid-morning maybe. Yeah, we had to make sure you're doing good, Mark. We got to check on you when I don't see you live at night. He might be doing his DJ setup. I was with my sister and nephew. We had, okay, that's good. Hanging out with your family. This damn makes me look like a blind ass old woman, but it's the only way I can see it. So this little old phone ain't the same as that iPad. Those were such a great message for me because I get frustrated because I'm thinking I'm stuck with what I'm stuck. Exactly, Miss McKinney. If you've done all you can, then you just need to kind of like accept where you are in this moment and just tell yourself, this is just all part of the process to get me where I need to be. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what I think. Oh, you was doing the DJ. Are you going to just do it on TikTok or you don't know? I'm going to have to come check it out. He had spaghetti bake and garlic bread. I made some dang sausage balls and then I ate watermelon and Greek yogurt. That's called a girl dinner. When nothing really goes together, but you just ate whatever you could find because you didn't really want to cook a whole meal. Me too, Miss Bikini. Mine is Google Sheets, but I'm the same as you. I think me and you do the same kind of work. Even if it's not the same industry, it's the same thing. You're at a desk all day. And sometimes by like 3 o'clock, you're just ready for the day to be over because you're so drained from doing that. Dan, sounds like something I'm going to be doing because I have contacts to see far. I've noticed since I got used to the iPad being so big, I can read it from far away, but this little old phone, I can't. I have to like hold it up like this to see y'all. That puts it into perspective, Lucky. That's the way I need to think. I'll miss it if I didn't have it. All right, Rayon Martin. Will my girlfriend come back home to me? Let's check. Will my girlfriend come back home to me? Rayon said, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I'm just trying to make you laugh. Baby, come back. Will his girlfriend come back home to him? Me too, Miss Bikini. I need to think about it that way tomorrow when I'm at work. I'm grateful I have a job. I'm going to start affirming that when I'm at work. I'm so grateful for my job. King of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles reverse, 6 of Swords. She may come back, like back and forth, possibly, because the King of Pentacles came out. And like she sees this connection as something that provides stability, whether it's that you keep your word or even financial stability. But ultimately, even if she does, I feel like y'all ain't going to be able to get on the same page. There's things that y'all see differently. And she's going to move forward. So if she comes back, it'll only be temporarily, so I'm going to give it a no. Even if she does, it won't be permanent. I feel like she's going to move forward. That is cool that you have that, Miss Bikini, so you always have that to fall back on. Lucky done got a fire lit under her ass. This weekend went by too quickly. I can't believe it's already Sunday night. I need to fall back on it right now. I made an office in the garage and the real estate lady said I could keep it that way just to replace the long chair with that office chair. So you kind of like staying in the camper now, like daily, so that way you can show the house? Is that the way it works, Miss Bikini? So you can stay in the same yard, but you're just kind of like not living inside of it, so that way it'll be like ready to show people. That's very good if you have it that way. So that way you got it like where you can stage the house to show it. Okay. And then are you going to, once you sell the house, are you going to try and buy you something else smaller, like to live in permanently? Or are you going to just stay in the camper? Or you don't know that far ahead yet? Okay, the garage has a room with carpet, so that's good enough for an office then. So it is working out. You're making it work. I need to change these pillows to something else. I'm tired of these. I need something different. It'd be nice if you could find you like something small that you love, like the location and everything, that you could pretty much pay off. That'd be the best thing. I am. Hopefully it sells, and then I got a fever to try to find homes for my cars to sit until the winter is over. Okay. I wonder if there's a place you can like, I don't know how that works, but like a garage spot that you could park it to rent them, like the rent the spot or something. Okay, so you're gonna wait till it warms up and then look for something. Hey, fun knowledge. Good morning. That means you're on the other side of the world with Lucky. Maybe you could find like a somewhere to pay like a low amount. If it's a lot of money, you wouldn't want to do it, but just like a small amount where you could like rent the parking spot or something. I don't know if they have anything like that or not. Yep. That's usually how it works. We plan and God laughs. But you're on track, Miss Bikini, because the thing is, we're far away from it like warming up again because you still have to go through winter. So it's not really like a big deal on how long it takes. Like, do you know what I'm saying? You're not crunched for time. So you're in a good spot. You have a spot to lay your head while you stage your house, but if it don't sell immediately, you're still okay. Yeah, that makes sense. If you have it somewhere like you know the person, that would be better. I'm scared of them, Fiona, but that's probably because I don't know nothing about them. They could be fine, but I'm just scared that you would get something negative. I mean, that may not be true. We need to ask Mark about them because I don't know enough to know. I just know, like, I don't want anything evil to get me. What happened, Fiona? Because that's what I'm saying. See, I think it's too creepy. The Ouija board is too creepy for me. I'd be too chicken to use it. I just say rather be safe than sorry, and I'm not using it. If someone wants to, that's good for them, but I'm just like, Exactly, Dan. I don't want no boogeyman getting me. No goat man, no boogeyman, no nothing man. I'm chicken. That's right, Miss Bikini. You just got to be open to it and take it one day at a time. I got a feeling you'll be good to go in the next year. Like next year at this time, you will have figured out some solutions. Hopefully you can be settled somewhere. Yeah, Dan had a ghost experience, y'all. I remember when he told me about that, it scared me, and I wasn't even the one that experienced it. It's enough for someone else to tell me that they experienced it to get scared. Like that lady on TikTok that tells all those Appalachian stories. Emily's like, okay, I'm sleeping with you now. Because she heard the lady telling the stories. Like, no, I'm going in your bed. It's good to have a big enough bed for the both of us. We got to get Fiona to tell us the creepiness. She's like, I'm trying to type it, lady. Was you here when Dan told the ghost story, Miss Bikini, about it was, I don't think you were here back then. Okay, here comes the story. So a woman and a man moved into a house during COVID time. She lost her job during that time and became an influencer, and he did tech work. She was gardening one day and needed to dig up an area. I'm feeling the vibes of Jumanji coming on, except for Ouija board version. Oh, hell no. She done dug up a Ouija board, and that thing started making some stuff happen. Yeah, I'm scared of, like, I've never had one, I'm not gonna get one. I'm scared something negative could, like, I don't know. Just to be safe than sorry, that's the way I feel. Rather be safe than sorry, you know. No need to risk it for the biscuit of the Ouija board. He helped, okay. She needed to dig up the area. He helped her. When they dug, they hit a box. See? That's like Jumanji style. In the box was a Ouija board. Someone buried it in the ground. She started to use it increasingly. She started to change soon after. See? She got possessed by a demon. Hell no. Hey, Dale. You can ask a free yes or no question, or you can have a oracle card. You just let me know and I'll give you one for free. Did you use the board, Miss Bikini? Dan said he'll wait till it's on sale. Buy 2 diarrheas for the price of one. You did with several other test subjects. Will R eventually choose to be in a relationship with me in 2026? Rhonda. Will Rhonda choose to be in a relationship with me in 2026? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Hey, Frank. Three of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Wands. They still haven't decided that yet, so it could be that's the answer in 2026. I feel like you and this person may not see eye to eye, or one person may be willing to put in more work than the other one, and it feels stalled out. So I would say I would only give this person a certain amount of time to show me what they want, and then if it doesn't work, I wouldn't just keep stringing it along. Because the 2 of Wands here is a back and forth energy, or not deciding, undecided. 3 of Pentacles reversed. This is about the foundation being very unstable because one person's not putting in the work, or 2 people don't see eye to eye. So it's not making a good team effort here. So it just feels like you could easily get stuck in being strung along in some way. Like they're stuck in decision-making mode, which ultimately would be a no. You're welcome. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Fiona, what happened in the end when she changed? Let me see where I'm at. She would be up. She would be up at night talking to something, taking up painting and drawing weird dark images, to the point where he was so worried about her he didn't want her to play with it anymore, and she got aggravated. See? That's scary. Miss Bikini got the big eye. Hey, Tubi. Sounds like Dorian Gray. I don't know who Dorian Gray is. She got aggravated by that, and she played it off as nothing but just a toy game, but she was attached to it. He was so worried he had to call her mother, and her mother visited. She was screaming and running around. It seemed like she was possessed. Oh, that's cool, Tubi. So you had a good day. That sounds fun. Maybe that thing got buried in the yard because something was attached to it, like already. I don't know how that works, but it could have been like something she opened back up by digging that thing up. That's creepy. In a nutshell, he was a guy who was cursed. If the canvas was lifted off the painting, he would turn into dust. She had her committed to a hospital, and she is there to this day. He visits her sometimes, and she isn't the same anymore. When he visited her, she said to him, "You brought it with you." Hell no. They give me chills. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell no. That's scary, y'all. Perfect example of why we ain't gonna do it. No, thank you. No, it ain't cursed, Tubi. You not cursed. It's a portal. Don't mess with it. Nope. 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 I guess something that's not bad could come out, and something that is could come out. That ain't worth the risk, for sure. Did she flap like a chicken and cackle like a hen? Oh Lord. She might have did if she's permanently put somewhere, because like you gotta exhibit some crazy stuff going on if you're there permanently. Like if she had to stay long term, she got some crazy stuff going on. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Fiona. Maybe something was already attached to it and it got buried so they could try and get rid of it. And then she dug it up and opened it back up again. You can always hang out with us, Tubi. And you know something else that can help is finding things that you enjoy doing alone, if possible. Let's say you don't know how to do anything that you would enjoy. So if you get a random idea to start painting, go to the dollar store and get you like a set of paints and some canvases and just start trying things. And you might have to try 5 or 6 things before you find something that you truly enjoy. But when you get to the place where you can do that thing and be by yourself and enjoy doing it, and you start to look forward to it, that'll help feeling like you have to have someone around to not feel lonely, because you'll have that activity that you enjoy. That's something you should try to do. That might help a little bit. Oh, that's good. So see, you can already tell you're getting better. You're going to have to find you something you enjoy doing. You've been good since Wednesday. See there? Just think, 3 more days, that's a whole week you done got through. You just got to find something you enjoy doing. I was out there at the medical lake facility where you get off the bus. It's the state mental hospital for the criminally violent. There was rows of razor wire on the fence. Oof. Ain't no telling what kind of stuff goes on inside there. My sister's friend or former friend now gave her a Ouija board as a Christmas gift. I'm like, Bella, please don't use that. Don't try to contact our father on that. It may not be him coming through. Exactly. Like, the thing could make you think it's the dad, but then that's just tricking the person to be open to communicating with that thing, and then it could be something that's not good. I hope she didn't use it. Y'all, I think I'm going to go because it's 10:22 and I have to get up at 6 a.m. to start this wonderful Monday. Y'all got me thinking about all these creepy things. Fiona said, I hope not. Good night to everybody. I love y'all and I hope y'all have a good Monday, okay? Going to Bali on a 6 a.m. flight. I'm just going to work, Tubi, on a 6 a.m. alarm. Yep, me and him gonna be sleeping together, Dan. She said them Appalachian stories is too much for her. Alright, I hope y'all have a good Monday, and I'll try to see y'all sometime tomorrow, okay? Alright, y'all have a good night. Love you, bye!